In this interesting episode, we are talking about the following interesting thing. Dr. Khumo has some interesting things to say, either for or against Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know how you will interpret what we are about to talk about. But he said enough is enough. Enough is enough. What's your take about that? Yeah, that heading alone, it is enough. Now, he speaks about the fact that it can't be that Sundowns does things the way they do and other people are quiet about it. No, there must be something that should be done to stop what Sundowns is doing. Do you want to know more about that? Do you want to know what Sundowns is doing? That has been considered by Dr. Khumo as something that no, it has to stop. Do you want to know more about that? Stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, guys, it is free of charge. Now, let's get into the video, guys. Some interesting and remarkable words said by Dr. Khumo to Sundowns. Let's get into it. He says the following. You have been watching Mamelodi Sundowns win for seasons now. You keep on clapping for them. But when are we going to clap for you? Okay, Dr. Khumo. I have a simple question for you. How does it feel to watch your opponent walking up to the podium to receive awards while watching them on television? There are individual and team awards, said Dr. Khumo to his latest Sokalatuma column. I still wonder how it feels to watch opposition players and team collecting awards while sitting in your lodge or watching them on television. Once again, I really hope that someone will show up and challenge Sundowns next season. There are more players and teams that raising their hands next season. The better it will be for our football. That's how the game will be interesting and catch everyone's eye. Everyone will start getting more interested in the game. Okay? Can I repeat his words, guys? To me, they sound very interesting. You've been watching Mamelodi Sundowns win for seasons now. You keep on clapping for them, but when are we going to clap for you? Okay. I have a simple question for you. How does it feel to watch your opponent walking up to the podium to receive awards while watching them on your television? There are individual and teams awards. I still wonder how it feels to watch your opponent players and teams collecting awards while sitting in your lounge and watching them on television. Once again, I really hope that someone will show up and challenge Sundowns next season. There are more players and teams raising their hands next season. The better it will be for our football. That's how the game will be interesting and catch everyone's eye. Everyone will start getting more interested in the game. Now, what Dr. Khumo is basically saying here is that if it is Mamelodi Sundowns' show, a lot of people divorce from the league itself. So it's not beneficial from the league itself or for the league itself to have Mamelodi Sundowns dominating the league. You know what I'm saying? I think what he's saying, it is more or less like what we saw in England. It is an opposite of what we saw in England, but more or less the same as what we saw in Spain. To be quite honest, Real Madrid won the league maybe 5 or 10 games before the end of the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's a similar situation that happened in South Africa, And then if you go to England, you got the opposite. The league was decided on the last game because it was Liverpool. I mean, it was Liverpool, Man City. You know the thing. There was always a 1 point gap. Even on the last game, there was just a 1 point gap. That was the most interesting thing. You know what I'm saying? So if things happens that way, it means one thing. It means that the league itself attract more people because we all want to know who's going to win the league. You know, so our eyes are fixed on the league itself, wanting to know the outcome. But when we know the outcome, maybe at the early stages of the season, we then withdraw. You know what I'm saying? What's your take? And that's just how I think. That's just how I think he would have said it in another way. Don't get me wrong; it is clear in this way, but I'm just giving more like an elaboration to what he said. He says a similar thing like that. What's your take about that? The thing that Sundowns maybe before the second part of the league, you already see that nobody's gonna win this league. You know what I'm saying? It's for Sundowns. How does it make you not interested in the league? You as a viewer, you know, as a consumer of the PSL league, how does it make you feel about the league? Talk to me. I want to hear your perspective. Let's leave Dr. Khumalo's perspective. I want to hear your perspective. So let the conversation begin right now, right here.